You're listening to the Alty and Sale Sport Show.
Hello and welcome to the 2014 Alty and Sale Sport Show. Happy New Year to all our local clubs and supporters. My name is Kevin Thompson and coming up on the first show of 2014 we have match reports and post-match interviews from Altrincham football matches. Stalybridge at home, Stalybridge away, Leamington at home. The football referees review. And we've also got new signing Danny Higginbottom talking to us about why he signed for Altrincham, and updates on Sale Rugby and Trafford MV Rugby's first matches after Christmas break, and updates on Manchester Phoenix Ice Hockey. If you want to contact the show in future, any sport reports or sport news, here's the way you can do so.
Contact the show by email altyandsalesport@gmail.com, Twitter @AltySport, Facebook Alty Sale Sport, telephone 07973 678 425. You're listening to the Alty and Sale Sport Show.
Football Report.
Hello, my name is Kyle Perry. Next up is the Altrincham Football Club Report.
Welcome back to the Alty and Sale Sport Show. First report this week is from Altrincham Football Club, to enter the Christmas fixtures in 5th place in the Skrill Conference North table. 10 points from 12 over the 4 games over Christmas. 3 wins and a draw have pushed Altrincham up into 3rd place in the table. 2 points behind the leaders with a game in hand. Boxing Day saw Altrincham beat Stalybridge 5-0 at the J. Davison Stadium. 2 new signings, Adam Griffin and Tom Marshall, playing in the back 4. After the match, I spoke to manager Lee Sinnott for his views on the match.
First winning 4 in the league. You looked compact today and up for it from the start.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Kev. Pleasing. I mean, what I wrote on the board before the game was it's a good day to win a game and get back to winning ways, and that was just the message. I believe the players have got the tools. Yes, we've had a couple of results that we spoke about concerning Gloucester and Harrogate, and how we on a different day we could have come back with something, and then obviously the guys who won in the last gasp, isn't it? But it was just a question of getting back into winning ways, and I thought in both boxes, I thought we were very effective today.
The way the fixtures have fell for you over Christmas now, you're playing against the lower teams. Could be an advantage, but it could be of an ask, and if you don't get the points.
Well, then again, it's the same, isn't it? But I mean, traditionally, you hit 3 periods, don't you? August bank holiday, Easter bank holiday, and obviously the Christmas period, where sometimes you can throw up strange results, can't you? So all you do is you approach the game, the way that you should do, and you play to the best of your ability on the day. But we have full respect for everybody, Kevin. So it doesn't matter if they're top of the table or the bottom of the table. We have full respect for everybody, and I thought we went about our business very well today. And pleased for the players, also pleased it's a clean sheet as well.
2 new signs at the back. Looked a bit more solid base. Are you happy with that?
Like we said, we needed to strengthen the squad, and I will keep on using this word squad. And if you could rely on 11 players, Kevin, through fitness and form and not being suspended and stuff like that, well, your budget would be a lot cheaper, wouldn't it? But you can't. You rely on a squad, and it hovers around that 18 mark area. And we knew we needed to bolster. We only had 2 old classes left-sided in Nicky and Matt Doughty, so we needed another body in that area. And also because we lost Willow quite early on in the season, we knew that at some stage that we'd have to bolster that part. So yes, they've stepped into the club and slotted in very well.
Just before you go, Lee, go out in January. You've got 6 matches in January, haven't you? Do you think that's going to give a better picture of how the league stands?
I think if you look at the unpredictability of the league at the moment, Kevin, it's very exciting, isn't it? You look at the previous 2 years Hyde 2 years ago and Chester last year, where they got their necks quite a bit in front and kept them in front as well. That is not the case this year. So we'll just peg one up at a time, and that's for me the only way you can approach it. If you start getting ahead of yourself, thinking this, that, and the other, sometimes you can take your eye off the ball a little bit. One game at a time. The next game now is in 48 hours. It's away at Barrow, which is a difficult place to go to, and we'll just approach it that way. Keep it simple. Keep it simplistic. Don't put pressure on yourself, thinking right out of the next so many fixtures you should be saying these kind of points. No, just the next game is the important one, and then after that game you go on to the next one. And where we will be at the end of January, then we'll be at the end of January, and plus at the end of April where we'll be. But I believe in the players, and I started with the message and I'll finish with it, Kevin, that we just needed to get back to winning ways, we did that today.
A 1-1 draw at Barrow on Saturday, with Damien Reeves getting back on the score sheet, was followed by a New Year's Day trip to Staley Bridge and another 5-0 win. On a cold, wet and windy day, Altrincham was in control from the start. Neil Tolson gave me his views on the Christmas fixtures after the match.
Right, Neil, first of all, happy Christmas, good New Year for you.
Yeah, it's been good 7 points. I think we'd have probably took that over the 3 games. We'd have liked all 9, but sometimes you've got to be a little bit realistic, and 7 points is not bad.
Now then, 4 matches unbeaten now, a little bit of run together. But the top of the league is still anyone's to win.
Of course, it's still really tight. We've just got to concentrate on us, and if we keep chalking points up and keep knocking teams over, then we'll be all right come the end of the season.
All good teams always start at the back, and your 2 recent signings give your team a little bit of a boost when you need it.
Yeah, that's right. I think we've only conceded 1 goal in 3 games, and to be honest with you, we were very, very disappointed with that one as well. So they are the good signs. I don't think it's just that they are quality players. There's no doubt in that. That's why we bought them in. But it also gives you competition. There's other players since since the 2 lads have come in that they've raised the game, and they've had to do. If they want a shirt on a Saturday afternoon, then they need to perform.
Damien Reeves last year has been knocking the goals in. This year, he seems to be looked like a bad year, but he's still got 11 goals, hasn't he?
Reeves is Reevesy. He will always score goals, and we've said that to him. On one-on-one chats and publicly. Come the end of the season, Reeves will have 25, 30 goals a season. There's no doubt in my mind that that's what he'll have. But one thing I would say about Damien this year is I think his all-round play's improved. I think his work rate's better than it was. His link-up play's better. His movement's better. So if you can chip in with the goals that he's going to get for us, then you've got a right player on our hands.
Going into January now, I know Lee sets a target for so many points every month, but where are you looking at being at end of January?
It's I think you got to take each game as it comes. Big game now on Saturday, big 3 points for us. The gaffer sets targets. Sometimes he does it publicly. Sometimes he keeps it to himself. He'll know what points we need, or round about where we want to be. But we're just going to take it each game as it comes, and see what happens from there. Just
to summarise, it's halfway through the season now, so you played all the teams. Who are the 2 teams are you looking out for?
I was very, very impressed with Guiseley. So luckily we took 4 points off those. I thought they were very, very good. We haven't played Telford yet. I've heard good reports about Telford. So those are the 2 that I'll probably be looking out for: Guiseley and Telford.
Okay, Neil, thanks very much.
Football report.
To finish off the Christmas and New Year's fixtures, Leamington came to J. Davison Stadium on Saturday for the first league match of 2014. Altrincham included new signing, ex-Premier League player Danny Higginbottom in their team from the start. A match with both teams looking to carry on their recent good form. So the first half, see Altrincham go in front for a Damien Reeves headed goal after 5 minutes, his 12th of the season. Leamington had several chances, with Mace going close twice. Altrincham went into a 2-0 lead on 54 minutes. A Reeves shot pushed out for Perry to dive head to increase lead to make it 2-0. Leamington hit back straight away, earned a penalty for a push by Altrincham's Higginbottom in the box, with Dodd scoring a penalty to make the score 2-1. Leamington looked like they could score again with every attack. Johnson went close from header, which was saved by Colburn on 71 minutes, before finally equalising on 76 minutes. A Morley free kick crossed from the edge of the box was headed in Magnuna to level the scores at 2-2. Reeves had a one-on-one chance, chipping the goalkeeper on 79 minutes, only to see his shot go narrowly past the post. Adam Griffin cleared off the line from Altrincham. Then in 82 minutes for Altrincham, Walshaw was sent on to replace Perry, and with 10 minutes to go. 86 minutes, Walshaw received the ball on the edge of the box. He turned and hit a left foot shot which stormed into the bottom corner of the net to give Altrincham a 3-2 lead and the 3 points. After the match, Altrincham manager Lee Sinnott gave me his comments on a tight game.
2-0 up, come back to 2T. Form team in the lead, though, weren't they?
It was a difficult game. You know, for everybody who witnessed it, it's one of those games where the free-flowing football wasn't there. You know, for us today, for one reason or another. We had a word about that, but I think what was there in abundance was grit, and you know, for us to come out winning 3-2 was down to the grit that the players showed, and you know, and full credit to them, which has been over, you know, a busy Christmas period, Kevin, hasn't it? It's been right in the 5th game in 2 weeks, you know, and a couple of heavy pitches and a bit of travelling or whatever. I'm not making an excuse, I'm just making it, you know, seeing the way it is. Against a team that, you know, I would be surprised if they didn't cause other people problems. So, you know, we're delighted with the result.
You know, right, with your new signing, Danny coming in, do you think he might have been better off looking back, starting on the bench, or are you happy with him going straight in?
Well, I'm happy now because we've won 3-2. I had a word with Danny on Thursday when the signing had gone through, but we had a pull-out of Carl Rogers. Carl Rogers has been ill for a couple of days, so with Carl pulling out from the team that did ever so well away at Stalybridge on Wednesday, we had to, you know, juggle the pack a little bit, and you know, I had a word with Danny. I mean, originally he would have, you know, started on the bench, but because of Carl's illness, we had to jiggle things around a little bit, and that's what we did, and that's why he started.
And what have you done to Damien? He seems to have found his goal scoring in that last 3 or 4 matches.
Yeah, that's, you know, goal scorers go like that, don't they? You know, he's been read off, hasn't he? And then you know, you will go through patches, but as long as he's there to take the opportunities, you know, he's not going to take every opportunity. It doesn't work like that. But as long as he's always getting the opportunities, that's the important thing. And you know, he's getting them, and obviously his goal column's improving by that.
Altrincham go to Gainsborough on Tuesday night and entertain second place in the table Telford at the J. Davison Stadium on Saturday. Next up after a break, we've got news from Trafford Rugby and Sale Rugby, and also the interview with new signing from Altrincham, Danny Higginbottom. That's next up on the Alty and Sale Sport Show.
You're listening to the Alty and Sale Sport Show.
Having a party? Why not hold your celebration at Timperley Sports Club? Having a birthday, wedding or anniversary? We can cater for up to 100 guests with a late bar by agreement. Our function room is available for corporate, business presentations and sports days. Included is the use of our sports outfield and floodlit five-a-side pitches. Contact Simon or Jane at Timperley Sports Club on 0161 980 4397. Celebrate your party at Timperley Sports Club.
Looking for a local friendly restaurant for your meal this Christmas? The Little Italy in Timperley has menus to suit all budgets, ideal for your group or small office Christmas party. Weekly specials and a Christmas menu are now available. All meals are homemade and we are now open lunchtimes. Our early bird menu includes a starter, main course, dessert and a glass of wine for $17.95. Available Monday to Thursday 6 till 8, Friday 6 till 7 and Sunday 5 to 7 p.m. Sunday traditional roast beef dinner is also available 12 to 2 at $6.95. We're now taking New Year's Eve bookings, 4 courses and a glass of champagne for only $39.95. To book a table for your night out, call 0161 980 5987. Happy Christmas from everyone at the Little Italy. Contact the show by email altyandsalesport@gmail.com, Twitter @AltySport, Facebook, Alty Sale Sport. Telephone 07973 678 425.
Rugby Report.
Welcome back to the Alty and Sale Sport Show. Now it's time for rugby news. In the National North Free Table, Sale FC drew 31-31 at Tablewell Road on Saturday against league leaders Huddersfield. The result moved Sale up into second place, 7 points behind Huddersfield in the league table. Better news came from Trafford MV, who won 13 points to 7 over Didsbury on Saturday. The result sees Trafford now in third place, North League Division 1 table, on 35 points. De La Salle are top on 42 points, and Eatonmore second on 40 points. Next up, Altrincham's new football signing, Danny Higginbottom, talking to me about wise time for Altrincham.
Right, Danny, first question is, why have you decided to come back